welcome back in the live lounge here at Open Banking Expo UK and Europe 2025. Really buzzing atmosphere at the moment, and I'm really delighted to be joined by two guests on the sofa here. So I have with me Chris Brown, who is Head of Software Development at Lloyds, and with him is Simon Inskip, Payments Product Manager at Lloyds. Welcome both of you to the live lounge.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Simon, tell us a little bit about your role at Lloyds, if you can give.
Yeah, sure. So I'm a Payments Product Manager within the Lloyds kind of commercial bank. So my team are responsible for a series of payment products that use APIs as their kind of basis, and that includes the open banking products that we now sell to our kind of commercial businesses.
And Chris.
Hi there, I'm Chris. I'm Head of Software Development at Lloyds. We're a company that specialises in contract catering solutions, as well as a hefty amount of work in the education sector now, particularly universities.
It might not be immediately obvious why you're both in a sofa together, so we need quite a bit of background about how you're working together, right, Simon?
Yeah. So we've been working with the Lloyds team to test and learn a kiosk, safe, self-serve with kind of service for catering facilities within the bank. So we are piloting a run in our own internal catering, so that our colleagues can purchase coffees, lunches and things through a self-serve kiosk that essentially uses an open banking option to pay for those coffees. So we've been working with the Lloyds team on implementing that over the last kind of 3 or 4 months.
This is a really fascinating use case, actually. And Chris, I want to ask you, what made you interested in kind of exploring the open banking ecosystem, if you like?
Well, to be honest, Lloyds has a long history in payment processing, where we consider it one of our specialities. And when Lloyds approached us through CH&Co, our mutual partner for contract catering, it just seemed a natural fit for us. We really think there is just another way of offering payment solutions to customers, and getting the opportunity to work with a customer like Lloyds as well is always really exciting for us.
Yeah.
And we were really keen because we've used various kind of products in the e-com journey, if you like, through open banking. So that's something we've done quite a lot of over the last few years. So we've got a number of customers that use open banking to collect funds through that e-com journey, digital journeys. But we were quite keen to kind of explore the kind of point of sale experience.
Yeah.
So it was kind of something that hasn't really taken off yet that we've seen. Because some people have tried it, but we wanted to kind of understand that a little bit more and try and understand the customer experience, the risks that might come out of it, the processes, the benefits.
Yeah.
And the opportunity to work with Chris and team was a really nice way of kind of packaging it and framing it in a nice, neat way that gives us a chance to kind of learn and see where else we could take it.
Yeah. And how did you find the integration process?
Really smooth. Lloyds are partnering with a company called Tink, who provide really excellent documentation, some modern RESTful API approach, and honestly, it couldn't have gone smoother.
Oh, for sure.
Music to your ears.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I mean, a great team to work with, really enthusiastic, really committed to kind of supporting the project from day one. And yeah, it's been a really, really good experience.
And were there any challenges that kind of came to light as you were working through this process?
Yeah, well, I'd say, but interestingly, not because of the technology. So the technology side of it was really smooth. The challenge we had was overcoming some of the reconciliation issues that come with a different payment type. So obviously the kiosk framework that they use today is kind of collecting via cards and contactless.
Yeah.
Bringing in an open banking kind of faster payment-based journey is something new for their kind of finance teams to kind of manage and understand, because it's moving away from that kind of bulk settle, one settle type model to an individual payment settle. So getting that reconciliation process in the back end working smoothly so they could track and kind of track back, that was kind of the biggest challenge at them.
So where next then? Is open banking within the hospitality sector, do you think it is? It's just the start of some more opportunities?
Well, we'd hope so, but it's a really interesting question. Obviously, working with Lloyds and working with their canteens, it's a very low ATV environment. And open banking has its challenges in that environment. So we want to look at some of our other customers, some of our higher-end restaurants where ATVs will be nearer the £100 mark. And I think open banking will have a real impact in those areas, as well, of course, other sectors. It's not just hospitality. So retail spaces, and we think vets or veterinary areas really interesting for open banking because, again, high ATV, it makes the best benefit to the business to switch to open banking for their payment solution.
So watch the space then, really. And we're always talking, or the industry is always talking, right, about, there's sort of killer use cases that really drive that adoption curve. I mean, Simon, from your point of view, how do you see adoption of open banking improving in the future?
Yeah, I think it will continue to grow. I mean, it's every year we come to this event and we've seen growth on the previous year, and I think that will continue.
Yeah.
I think the consumer acceptance of open banking is growing every year. I think the familiarity of it, they're seeing it in more and more places. So that adoption curve will continue to increase because of that sense of familiarity and confidence. I think we will continue to see that. It's making, I think, everyday's finance more accessible and easier for people to manage. But we're always seeing apps and services being created and put in place. And I think as we bring into play the data side of it and the smart finance side of it, I think you'd see an increased personalization element towards that. And I think that will drive, again, more adoption as people kind of get more and more comfortable with it. And we shouldn't shy away from the fact that if we get regulator position right, that increases the trust and the confidence. And as technology advances, that'll all contribute towards the growth over the next kind of period.
Yeah, absolutely. A natural next step, I think, the personalisation piece there.
Yeah.
Definitely exciting time.
Indeed.
Really pleased to have you on the side. Thank you for telling us about how you're working together.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Take care.